remember when I said I grabbed the bottle, used the cork, and I said, "This is my entire course right here, and especially the techniques we're doing to let go." I go, "Here it is. You ready? Let go."
Mm.
I go, "The reason why you're not opening up is because you're trying, which means you're pushing the door closed and you're holding it."
Yeah.
Now, at the time, I want to bring this up. Did a lot of the concepts that I taught you back then, like self-love, we'll talk about that in a second, did they seem really weird? Or do they seem like it doesn't make sense?
Uh,
Or it's not working?
well, all of the above actually, because they did make sense, and because of that, they didn't work. And it's like I thought the biggest thing for me was the biggest hurdle was that I thought that I understood them. I thought that I understood them, and for whatever reason, they just were not working. That was my biggest hang-up.
Right.
I really thought like I understood the internal awareness, letting go, and self-love, and this and that, but it just wasn't happening. Um,
Why? What were you doing? You said the word.
because I
You were
was
thinking.
pushing it.
And in thinking is pushing.
Mm.
So my course is not understood through thinking about it. It's understood by letting go of thinking. Now that's a weird. Most men are like, "What the? This guy's fucking nuts. What you talking about?" And didn't it seem like it at times like, "What? Dude, you're not making any sense."
Well, I was willing to hear and believe everything you said, but it's like to guys that's so abnormal. You
Even
just
to
like what
you,
the fuck?
especially to you, because you used to be Mr. Thinker.
Yeah, you just like what the fuck does that mean?
Your thinking, guys, is getting in your way. Do you see that now?
Yes.
You know why I know that he sees that? Because and I think I mentioned in the last video, but we bumped into each other. We haven't talked for a year, and we went to the same restaurant. Just, "Hey, what's up, man? How's it going?" And I looked at it like, I go, "Wow, you really changed." And he's like, "Yep," because I'm finally doing what you taught me now because I get it now, and it's obvious. It's so obvious. Proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. Life is good, man. Again, I'm not a master at this or anything, but I'm getting the hang of it.
Go ahead.
I've actually I feel like I've just started to get the hang of this, and it's making my life awesome. It's making my life awesome.
Let's talk about the black energy because we didn't actually finish that.
Okay.
So, Abhinav, we were talking, and he brought up his sister. Why is she moving forward, and why am I stuck? Like, I don't get it. I'm a good person. I'm smart. I'm this and that. And as we were walking through it, I don't remember. Again, it was a while ago, but also like, oh, he's just totally disconnected from himself. My whole course is about connecting you, the I, with the am. I am. Most men are I question mark out here. A lot of people are. Some women are too. You want to be open and you want to connect internally, and this is how you have that flow. So he was not connected. Not only was he not connected, but there was a part of you that you were pushing out. No, and it was trying to come back in, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And so I go, "What's it doing?" Because it's an experience thing. It's an intuitive thing. I'm like, that thing's trying to get in it, and it's like you just see. It's like you were flexing, like you were tightening your muscles. Like, nope, you can't come in,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I'm not going to explain all the techniques that I did to open myself up to get him to open up. See, that's the thing right there. I know in order for him to open up, I have to be open. Same thing with a girl. If you want a girl to open up to you, you have to open up to you.
Yes.
So what we did was, or what I did was, is I had completely wide open, and that's one thing that allows me to see what's going on with their energy, their body language, their tonality, the way they talk. Remember, can you see the difference between? Can you hear the difference between your voice now and the way it used to be?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
It's a lot deeper. It's a little bit lower in my stomach. Before I could only speak from here. It felt like my voice was just stuck. Now it's a little bit lower in my chest.
Yeah.
And I think the biggest thing is that I'm actually paying attention to my voice more.
Right. So are you forcing it or are you just noticing it?
I'm just noticing it.
And that allows it to drop down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So trying to control this stuff doesn't work, guys. And now here's the thing. When you talk to women now, it's like, do women almost walk up to you? Are you more approachable now? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. And they have. A few of them have just walked straight up to me. They never tell you the direct way, but, it's always some excuse. But guys
They
and
find
girls.
an excuse to open up a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
People in general, they'll find, here's what's going on. So we're shifting you from being external, Everyone's like this. Everyone out there's like that. Most. But when you become internal, people are like, well, something's different here, and they don't know what it is.
Yes.
And that draw, it doesn't matter whether it's a guy, a girl, rich, poor, left, right, up, down. They're just like, hey, and they want to talk to you, but they don't even know why they want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know there's something different about you, but they don't know what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is being internal. The other part is being comfortable with yourself. What do you think?
I would say yes.
All right, so I'm gonna finish this up, and we're gonna get into the self love and that, and how working on your own stuff allows women and people in general to feel comfortable with you and want to talk to you. So when we worked on that energy, I said, well, why won't you let it in? Do you remember what you said?
I said it was evil.
And I said, why do you think it's evil? What about it's evil? And you said,
because it's black.
It's black. So I'm like, that doesn't necessarily mean it's evil. It's just its color.
Black is my color now.
And so I forget what I said. I'm not going to go into detail. I reframed it, and while staying wide, which is another technique, and then I said, what would happen if you let it in? And you just.
Mm-hmm.
So when you realize see, a lot of people think white or black is good or evil. That's not necessarily true at all. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's an unconscious representation a lot of people have, and so when you realize that and you let it back in, what happened?
The first thing I noticed, the very, very first thing right off the bat, was the feeling came back in my body.
You could feel your body.
Yeah, like I stepped back into my body. I could feel my backbone. I could feel my muscles, my arms, and then I had a solid sense of myself.
Yes.
It's like I could feel myself internally, and I just felt very solid and very grounded.
So once you became connected, solid inside, did you notice, number one, you were comfortable?
Yes.
With yourself and in public?
Mm-hmm.
And did you notice how most women wanted to gravitate towards you?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it makes them feel comfortable with themselves.
When you're grounded, when you're solid,